How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. I really hope you enjoy it, and if you are new, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. I really appreciate when people do. And today I am back with another Jurassic Park review. I'm doing a countdown of all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies leading up to Jurassic World Dominion, and today I am reviewing Jurassic Park 3. So Jurassic Park 3 came out in 2001 and is this time directed by Joe Johnston, and also sees the return of Sam Neill as Alan Grant, and also stars Tay Leone and William H. Macy. Now, I've been rewatching all the Jurassic Park movies leading up to Jurassic World Dominion, and rewatching Jurassic Park 3, it wasn't actually as bad as I remembered. It's by no means a great movie, and definitely not as good as the previous two, but I did feel that there was a fair amount of entertainment in this movie. This one's definitely not as serious as the first two, and it's more focused on running away from dinosaurs and dealing with themes like the first two, especially the first one, which is alright if you want a movie where you can just sort of turn your mind off and watch it. You'll probably be entertained by this one. The plot of this movie is more focused than the last one. It's kind of a simple plot, but it does work for the movie. The main plot is this kid, Eric, gets stranded on Isla Sorna, Site B, and his parents, played by Tay Leone and William H. Macy, hire Alan Grant to come to the island, but they sort of trick him about their motivations. They say that they're going to fly over the island and they just want a guide to give them information about the dinosaurs that they see. In reality, they want to go to this island, actually be on the island and search for their son. And they motivate Alan Grant to come by saying that they can give him a bunch of money which he can use to pay for his research in digging up the dinosaur fossils. But they don't really have that money. Once they're on the island, it becomes a movie where they're searching for the son, and occasionally they have to run away from dinosaurs, usually either the Velociraptors or the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus is sort of the big bad in this movie. It's kind of weird having the dinosaur as like the antagonist in this movie rather than the person. But the Spinosaurus is still pretty cool. It's kind of neat having a different big predatory dinosaur other than T-Rex. But the Spinosaurus just sort of shows up every once in a while and it chases them for a while. The Velociraptors in this are alright. They do some odd things with them, I thought. First, they look really different than they did the previous two movies, which I didn't mind the way they look, but since this is the same location as the previous movie, I would think they would look the same, but they look different, which isn't really explained. I'm sure there is an answer on the internet somewhere. I just haven't gone looking for it. So if someone does have an answer for why they look different, let me know in the comments. There was a scene towards the start of this movie when they're coming to the island and they're on the plane when Alan Grant has a nap and he's dreaming, and in his dream he wakes up, looks over, and there's a Velociraptor sitting on the seat next to him looking at him, and the Velociraptor says, "Alan." And I'm like, alright then. So that really tells you that this movie is going to be goofier than the previous two. There's also a bit of a subplot throughout the movie with the raptors that's kind of weird. So the raptors are after these people throughout their time on the island, just because one character, Billy, took 2 of their eggs. And it was kind of weird because in the previous two movies, the raptors needed no more motivation than they wanted to eat them to go after the people. So it just felt kind of odd, especially when they did get their eggs back. I was like, they were just waiting to get the eggs from the people. Like they had them circled. And it's like, wouldn't they just kill them anyway? I don't know. I don't know about raptors, but I thought that was kind of an odd plot. The final act of this movie is also kind of clunky. It sort of feels like there's 3 climatic scenes. The first one is probably the goofiest, or I don't know, 2 of them are definitely goofy. The first one and last one are the 2 goofiest of the 3. And the first one's with the, I'm not sure if they're pterodactyls, but they're similar. And yeah, it feels a bit like a video game at times where the kid, Eric, is put on this nest to be fed to the baby pterodactyls. I'm just going to refer to them as pterodactyls. And he starts hopping away from rock to rock, sort of like a video game in a way. And then Billy has this parachute that was used at the beginning, and he's using it through this canyon to go get the kid, and a lot of CGI, and it's kind of entertaining but kind of goofy at the same time. And then after that they get away, and then they have another sort of climatic scene with the Spinosaurus showing up for one final time. This scene I actually kind of liked. It had minor issues with it, but for the most part it was pretty good with the Spinosaurus. And then after that is the one with the raptors that I mentioned earlier, which was alright. It got really goofy when Alan Grant used this structure that's from the Velociraptors. It was 3D printed, and it was what I guess the raptors used to make their sounds, their calls, and he's able to blow into it and mimic the call for help somehow. I don't know, I thought it was goofy. But like I said earlier, if you just want to watch a movie where people are running away from dinosaurs for a lot of it, you could easily be entertained. And one thing that is good about this movie is that it's quite short, like an hour and 33 minutes, I think. So it's the shortest out of all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. And it moves really fast. Like, I wasn't bored watching this, so that's really good. And Sam Neill back as Alan Grant is great. It was great seeing him again. He's doing a really good job, and he really helps carry this movie. And there are some fun scenes. Like, I really like the first scene with the Spinosaurus when it's sort of tearing down their plane that's crashed in the forest. I really enjoyed that scene. I thought it was quite good. So overall, Jurassic Park 3 is not as bad as I remembered. I was definitely, for the most part, entertained. Like I said, I got issues with it. It's kind of goofy, but there's fun to be had, I think. Overall, I think I'd give it about a 60%. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you not like it? Do you think it's underrated? I'd really like to know what you guys think about this movie. And stay tuned for my next review of Jurassic World that should be coming out tomorrow. I had initially planned to have these videos more spread out, but as I was getting this channel started, I ran into technical difficulties and got delayed. So I'm releasing these more back to back so I get them out on time for Jurassic World Dominion, which I'm seeing this Thursday and I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for my next review. And be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. So until next time, take care everyone.